There are a lot of people who are also quite interested in this view. Good afternoon from Mojave, California. Before I work any longer, I'm gonna start my drive up to Yosemite. So I've gotten to my Yosemite accommodation, and this is so much nicer than everywhere else I've stayed so far. Look at this patio, this view, but that's nothing compared to this house. Come check this out. We got a grill and a whole table out here, but this is not a motel anymore. This is like a legitimate house. And the best part, I can actually do my laundry now. This is actually what I'm most looking forward to. So this is, besides recording this, that is immediately what I'm going to be doing. You could probably guess how I'm able to pull off getting a house this big. Yes, it is because I pulled a couple of people in for the journey this time around. All right, so we have our first arrivals to the Yosemite vicinity. So here I am with Nicole.
That's me.
And Dylan. And if you've watched any of the Peak Rankings videos in the past, you've seen both of them, although they've probably been covered in ski gear. So do you want to tell us what we're up to right now? Because we're obviously not in the house.
We are getting barbecue. I've tried to get barbecue at this place.
Okay.
At one time
why
before
are
this
we
and did not
trying? Why is it so hard?
Well, I think it's very good, and therefore it's very popular.
Okay, so we're in a line, essentially.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll be experiencing lines at Yosemite this weekend?
I don't know. I hope not.
Oh, thank you. We just got menus. Let's figure out what we're gonna get. Here's what we're dealing with. All right, so it is a new day here in Oakhurst, and I'm about to go and check out Yosemite. The rest of the group is kind of working right now, so I'm gonna go and explore the first part of the park on my own. And I think we're gonna start with the Mariposa Grove of giant sequoias. So let's hit it. Okay, so first thing that has happened, I decided to follow Google Maps into the park to the Mariposa Grove. And as I found out, the Google Maps directions are not exactly accurate to the entrance to the Grove. So I'm now about to get back on this road and turn around and follow the signs. If it wasn't obvious enough, and it's probably pretty obvious if you've spent time in the national parks, you might be laughing at me at this point, but Google Maps is not something that you should be trusting really at all when getting around these parks. So I made it to the Mariposa Groves, at least the parking lot, and I've been armed with some information. So it turns out that the road to get to Mariposa Grove is closed to traffic, and technically you either need to walk the road, which I think is around 2 miles to the trailhead, or you need to take a shuttle bus. But the shuttles aren't running until tomorrow, so I'm gonna wait until the weekend to do this. I'm probably just gonna go and check out Yosemite Valley right now. So it's a bit of a lengthy trek to get to Yosemite Valley. So I actually have a call with a potential client in 3 minutes. So I found a place that has cell service, and I am going to take said call from here. And honestly, this backdrop is pretty freaking sick. Client was no show to the call. Sometimes this happens when you are running a trip planning business, but when you have this backdrop, it's really, really hard to complain. Oh my, I just saw Half Dome for the first time. It is so insane. Oh my God. So I came out of this tunnel over here, and then we're greeted with this insane view. And perhaps unsurprisingly, and maybe this is a taste of things to come, there are a lot of people who are also quite interested in this view. So currently in Yosemite Village, and this place is pretty interesting. It's just like a area for people to kind of explore around the valley. They have shuttle buses around here. They have a cafeteria. They have a entire like full-size grocery store. And what's really cool about the valley is just all of these peaks are so insanely prominent. Like, I can't even believe it. This is way more prominent in terms of what we're seeing than any ski resort. But part of the reason I'm filming in this parking lot is this area is just so swarmed with tourists. Like, it's really, you can tell it's naturally beautiful, but like the amount of people here and how they're using the facilities here, it just gives, like, at least on a first impression, it's giving me like an amusement park vibe. And since it's a Friday, I fear that this is a sign of things to come, but we'll know for sure over the weekend. Fun little update for y'all. So I haven't really been using my mount for my GoPro over the last couple of days, but for tomorrow I actually need it. But I discovered that I have like switching between my chest mount and my helmet mount that I was using earlier, I have somehow misplaced my thumb screw. So the last hour or so has been an interesting journey of trying to find a thumb screw. But out here in Oakhurst, there really isn't anywhere where you can get a GoPro replacement. We're in the middle of nowhere. You can see probably in the background, I'm at Ace Hardware. So I ended up finding this makeshift solution. So for my mount, I will be using these tools. So I will be using this screw, what I believe is called, I don't even know what it's called, but like this rubber thing. And I'll be using this wrench to screw it all in so it doesn't flop all over the place. So that was a really interesting experience. So if you have a GoPro and you need to use your mount, don't forget your mount when you go into a remote area. All right, so we are back at the Peak Chalet and we got the whole crew. Jake and Amy got here.
What up?
What's up?
And we are going to experience ecstasy.
Oh my God.
It's beautiful.
This isn't even the park. All right, it's time to go to bed. We got a big day tomorrow. All right, big day, guys.
Big day.
Huge.
Massive.
All right, Amy, I think it's about time that we tell everyone what we're doing today.